the ore my dad used for his sauce. All the good details in the car.
So I'm gonna go ahead and start.
This is my father's artwork. And plants here, and grass, and the webs.
They're made from a garage door.
That's all details from his fingers.
Kind of like the different mediums and different textures, and so I thought I'd give it a try. It came out pretty good. I have a third one. I'm still working on that.
This one was made a little bit different. This one, the flowers have been made out of pencil. He started painting them with the little brushes, little tiny brushes. It's a little bit different, but he uses brushes to do it, to make those branches. And with the birds, he did with the brushes too. This one's a little bit different because the birds are a little harder to expect. When you get to see all these done, so you see those pretty birds.
What was the scenario regarding the ramp, or how did they all get involved in?
The ramp, I got diagnosed with ALS. Yeah, a friend of mine, my therapist at Central, he had this therapy month, and they wanted to do something, so they asked if they could do something for me at the house, and I don't know if they could build a ramp. They wouldn't let me help them build the ramp, so I sat down in the chair and got my easel out and thing, and that's what I did. They wouldn't let me participate in building the ramp, so.
Made some great art in the meantime.
Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah. Went down the steps and I came back up and I slipped and fell. It was interesting. I use it every day. I can't walk up the steps real well. That's what happened here.
I think they're really great.
Tell me about some of the symptoms and how it's affected, you too. Like, is there anything you'd like to tell people about Lou Gehrig's disease from your perspective?
Well, Lou Gehrig disease is kind of, the brain is kind of killing his muscle.
It's kind of rough getting up in the mornings. I get up and kind of still pretty fatigued. I get up and I get him rolling, get Ethan out of bed, get him moving and motivate it. And I kind of sit back for a little bit. It takes a little while to get functioning again, but by the time I get all my meds down, I take about 10, 12 pills a day to just function. Get them down, and once I get them down, gotta start my day, And some days are pretty slow, and some days I can function pretty good.
And you won't survive that long. There's no cure for it. It's also his legs, the same thing. He gets weak every time he lifts something. That's what the symptom is.
When I'm at home, if I got beads in front of me, I'll do a necklace. If I got paper in front of me, I got diagnosed last year, February 2nd. Actually, I was diagnosed on my wife and my anniversary. We've been married 32 years. I don't feel sorry for myself because you gotta get up and do stuff every day. It's not going to get done by itself, so you got to get up and get motivated.
When I woke up this morning, he kind of hurt his, I think his foot got poofed up and swelled up, kind of like a punching bag or something like that on his foot. It looked like it was going to pop. And it was painful to see.
I have a feeding tube now. The disease is deteriorating the muscle, so just muscle loss and get these cramps. And so On a good day, I can sit and do a pretty decent drawing. I call it my jiggle mark sometimes, so it's kind of shaky, but the beads, I like doing beads because I can do the beads and I can shake and still put the beads on the string.
Tell me about how strong you think he is.
Well, he's really strong, and he gets around a lot. He's really strong at it.
Well, I got keep strong and journey on. That's what you have to do.
Stay up and stand. He's tons of it.
So you just fight it every day. Keep, if you get a little weaker, you just keep on going, But that's what you gotta do.
I'm building stuff, tons of stuff. I build it with him. It's a lot of work with him. It's really fun.
Ethan, he's picked up quite a bit of the art stuff. He's pretty talented. So that's a good thing.
This thing might be a little loud. Put new strings on it. It's really old. This is an old person head. Really good pieces. What it is in it, it's just branches inside of it. It looks like trees everywhere. My Cuda cats, made in 2009. And I keep going over with the same pencils over and over again. I make crosses for a living. I love making crosses. I made this one by scratch. I took a light paper and I took that dark paper and put that together, and then that way I won't cheat. And then I did that all by myself with freehand. What I did is colored it the same way I was coloring it.
It's not barbecue sauce until you're wearing it.
It's one of my favorite guitars. Sure.
The restaurant. Well, I've worked for a long time for some different corporations, and they shut down and started moving away. And the last job I had, they wanted me to move to Florida. I didn't want to move. And I said, well, I'm going to open up something of my own. So I enjoy cooking. And so I wanted to do the barbecue sauce.
This is the ore my dad used for his sauce.
Opened up the restaurant, Fat Daddy's House of Bones.
He stirs it up with this ore in his big old giant sauce barrel.
Shows where we travel all over the United States doing barbecue festivals. People wanted me to do more catering at home.
This is the sign what my dad had on the restaurant.
For the last, this would have been 6 years. I shut it down a year ago.
Story is, when he had this sign, he's always there.
We ran the restaurant for 5 years, and our rib team we ran for almost 10 years. So it was a pretty good deal. We had a lot of catering. I met a lot of people, a lot of friends. And Made a lot of barbecue sauce. Ethan started cooking. He'd help out frying or grilling some ribs up and get in there and start messing with my sauce. And he's got a good little flavor to him. He could do it pretty good. And I was coming down the street to pick him up on the bus. And as I was going down, the bus driver, Ethan was waiting, and he tells the bus driver, he said, "Here comes my big fat daddy." And so he told his mom, and his mom told a couple of people, and so the nickname Fat Daddy kind of stayed with me for a while. And it was because Ethan, and we come up with the House of Bones, and that's how it all started. But just Ethan's little comment, a little joke there, and it was funny. I lost 37 pounds. They still call me Fat Daddy. I knew everybody called me Fat Daddy. I'd make barbecue sauce, and I'd save it in my head, you know, come home and then fine tune everything, get everything back in.
You see it?
Hell, there ain't much on there.
Do you see it?
Yeah,
Too
that
much.
is red, sir.
And
Scoop
it's
is off.
very hot. I've won seven national challenges with that. Fargo, North Dakota, 7 years in a row. The hottest hot sauce on earth right there. It's hot.
Let me
Sit it down. It'll be okay.
on the ground.
It'll be all right. Just lay it up there. You're not the first rock star to ever put it on the
Not on
ground.
the dirt.
This is so hot.
I'll get it in focus for you.
I call this a 24-hour burn. You'll have it now. When you wake up tomorrow, you'll have it again.
Don't touch your eyes.
Right.
And don't touch nothing that you don't want to be touched.
I don't want to touch there. It burned the last time. The last time my sister tricked me with itching powder. Oh my God, it's so burned with itching powder. That was him. He did it. It wasn't funny.
I'm gonna need that first aid kit.
Okay, let me go get you the first aid kit.
First aid kit, you better run up to Dairy Queen. You gotta go to Dairy Queen.
This is crazy to the second power. I'm gonna try the side that has the least on it. The tip. I'm gonna try the very tip. And I think we have very little battery left, so I better just go for it, right?
Do the whole thing, man. No sweat, no glory.
That's how I'm done here.
Okay, ouch.
You gotta have this towel.
Let that sink in a little bit. Oh. There it goes. It's working on me now. I can feel it through my nose. I can feel it through my nose. It's just spreading. It's spreading throughout my mouth. You know what? That's tasty.
That's hot, huh?
Put a dip in the fire.
My friends love this.
Oh yeah, now you're up.
This, I'm telling you what, you could actually sell toothpicks. You could just, you know, somebody who likes hot sauce would just be like, I'm gonna pick my teeth with this. Because it tastes good.
Oh, it gets worse.
That is a nice burn.
That's a burn.
It's got layers of it.
Felt great. I'm ready to get a whole nother bottle next day.
So Ethan tells me that you have fun wherever you go.
Oh yeah.
Is that true?
I always try to have fun. I like to see people smile, and that's the way, life should be smiling. It'd be more, I think it would be a better place if everybody's smiling. art, the stuff that their teachers and their helpers help them do. What a great job they do. I thought when they asked me to do this, I'm like, I don't know if my art's art.
I appreciate it. I'm glad all you're here for my dad's art and mine. And it's a really nice day and thing to do to come here.
You know, because I've seen these kids' arts, I've seen Ethan's artwork, and I never thought mine would be, somebody would say it was that, you know, nice. And so, I'm so overwhelmed from it. These kids up here, this art show coming up, it's going to be a good show.
Excellent, yeah.
I mean, buckets full of like doorknobs.
You want me to say hi down?
Each necklace I'll do maybe 1 or 2 bracelets, and then I'll do 2 or 3 sets of earrings. Each necklace I'll do.
That's what I did. Hermit the Frog.
Okay, so we need to start promoting it too. Yeah, act like you like each other. There we go. Ethan, your eyes are squinting.
Because he's turning.
Pretend like you have over-exaggerate. Yeah, pretend like you have picks in your eyes.
Calvin Klein.
There we go, that's perfect.